What's going on, you guys? So we're back again with the second close-up video. Today we got another request in the comments. Every time I ask you guys to comment a Skylander that you guys want to see. Orange Dragon over here wanted to see Crash, so we're doing Crash today, as you guys can see in the thumbnail. Be a brief summary of what we do on this new series. I take a Skylander that you guys request and I play as them, level them up, and pretty much give you my 2 cents, tell you what I think about them. So we're just going to go over their skills and their abilities, how they play, what they look like when they're used. So it's kind of like a close look of the characters. I mean, if you guys don't have the character or are thinking about getting any of these characters, this would definitely be a really good video for you to check out and see a closer look at these characters. So let's dive right into it. So first off, we are going to just go straight into looking at the skills. So his first skill, Cyclone Spin. Spin into enemies and knock them down a peg. Just his basic attack, he just kind of spins and just, basically like his punch, essentially. Second ability is Super Slide. Press B to slide kick towards enemies and knock them back. This is a pretty good ability. I use this ability a lot just because it's mobile and I like to obviously get people off of me. So you can kind of push people away from you and stuff like that. So it's pretty fun to use. Moving on to the next ability, crate going and body slam. So this move right here, they kind of put 2 in 1. Press Y to toss a crate that explodes. Super slide into or near crates to move them around. After enough combat, the next crate is a crash crate that spawns an extra life upon destruction. Jump and press Y to perform a classic body slam belly flop. So pretty much, like I said earlier, they slap 2 skills on the one. So if you jump, you can do a body slam like Crash normally does. If any of you guys played any of the games, he just pretty much jumps in the air and just face plants, and it does damage. But this crate thing is kind of cool because if you see over here, he has lives. So when he dies, he can come back to life, and he has X amount of lives that he can use, kind of like the games if you play the games, which is pretty cool. It's kind of random, so there's no guarantee that you'll get the life, but it is a cool little thing that you can do. It kind of entices you or pushes you to move more of his ability instead of just one. If you use them all, it kind of puts them together. It's pretty cool. Alright, moving on to the next ability, Cyclone Spin combo. Keep pressing X to keep the spin going. Move faster during the spin for a while. So pretty much you just keep pressing X and you spin longer. Pretty simple. Basic attack, just extended. Moving on to the next ability, we got 5 to life. Crash can now revive up to 4 times, a total of 5 lives. Pretty simply explained, he just gets an extra lives, which is pretty dope. Even though you don't spawn with full health or respawn with full health, it's still really dope that he gets lives, and then you can extend the lives, so that's pretty dope. And the next one we have is the upper kick. So hold B to perform an upper kick that knocks enemies upwards. This is pretty fun because you can kind of, it goes at the end of the slide, so you can slide into them, knock them back, and then when you hold B, you'll knock them up, so it's like a little combo. It's pretty fun to do, and it's infinite. You can keep doing it to an enemy if they're like a lighter enemy. Obviously not big bosses because obviously they're just too heavy, but the lighter enemies, like in nightmare mode, you'll be fighting that one enemy that's like a rat that's heavy enough or light enough to toss around, but has a lot of health, so you can just keep kicking them and keep yourself alive if you're low on health or anything like that. It's a pretty good move. Moving on, as you can see, I went with the top path over here. So the first ability of the top path is Aku Aku Dash. Run faster after reviving while under Aku Aku's protection. Aku Aku also shields for a longer time. So essentially you die and you got the Tiki Mask Aku Aku that just kind of spins around you and keeps you alive, kind of like the games. It's almost like a star in Mario, if you will. Pretty much it's like the same buffs. It just makes you invincible. And it does damage, so when you're in a real sticky situation and a bunch of people hop on you, you die, and you spawn, you got like a little shield so you don't just keep getting hit you know, like playing on nightmare mode and just dying immediately. So it's actually really good. It does some good damage too. The next ability we got Suction Cyclone Spin. Keep pressing X to keep the spin going. Enemies are suctioned in, knocked away, and hit harder when punched. Moving speed slightly decays over time. So with this upgrade, it just kind of doubles down on your spin, except for it makes it to where it turns into a cyclone and you can like chompies and stuff like that, like light enemies again. You're able to like send them in a vortex and they just kind of spin like they're just a little tornado pretty much. So that's it's actually a pretty good move. I like it because all the trash enemies, like really light weak enemies, you can just kind of just clean them up just by spinning and getting them out of your way. It's pretty good because it keeps them from hitting you too, so it's pretty dope. Our next ability, or Crash's next ability, is Go Yo Yo Go Yo Yo Go. This ability, press X 3 times or more to combo the spin for more area, and X combo attack do more damage. Spinning retains its initial speed for a longer time. So instead of the previous one, how you just get the ability to spin and it slows you down, this extends the time before you slow down the spin. But when I'm doing it, it almost feels infinite, to be honest. So I don't know if it's infinite or not, but it feels infinite to me. You guys let me know in the comments down below. What do you guys think? If you guys have used Crash, I don't know. Now, my boy's Soul Gem is Box of Rockets. This one's kind of confusing. It's cool, not very consistent, I guess. It's RNG pretty much. Every now and then, press Y to throw a rocket crate that spawns a rocket. When it's collected, Crash jetpacks into the air. Press X to shoot Wampa Fruit and unleash an aerial assault. So basically, how to activate this, I don't know about you, it confused me at first, but I got it down after I started messing with it. It's random, like I was saying earlier. It's just randomly generated. You throw your TNT boxes, and eventually there's a chance that there's like a silver box that will spawn. And the silver box, once you throw it out, you break it, it'll drop the rocket, and then you run over to the rocket, the Wampa rocket launcher, and get to shooting. Now it's kind of cool. Like I think it's all right. It's not terrible, but it's not the best thing ever either. But I think it's all right. It gets you off the ground, and you can just kind of like shoot stuff under you. I wish it did a little bit more damage, but you know, I can't complain. It's decent. It's decent. Now for our final move, we got Crash's Skychi, and his Skychi Power is Oh No Yo-Yo for show. I don't know where they come up with these names. Anyway, the ultimate sensei attack. Hold right trigger to perform your Skychi Power. Use left stick to direct where the yo-yo will go. Now this one, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like it. Like I guess it's like cool, it's different. I like how it's different, but I don't really like it. I don't like how it doesn't feel good to use. I don't fully understand how to use it, I guess. I tried a few times, it just didn't feel good to me. So I'm gonna say no on that one. Now moving on to what I think about the physical figure. I think the physical figure looks good. It just looks like Crash. I know the animation's a little bit different than like the regular Crashes that we most of us kind of know. Obviously, just to kind of fit the art style of this game. He still stands out like a sore thumb, but it's not terrible. You know, it's just Crash. He definitely sticks out when you have him on the shelf, but I think it's a pretty cool stance and everything. I'm not mad at it. Now for my final altogether rating of Crash, I'm gonna have to give Crash give him a solid 5 out of 10. The reason why I gave Crash a 5 out of 10 is because I would say his spin combo, the spin combo is good, but sometimes I find myself having a hard time activating the combo. Like sometimes it just doesn't activate when I want it to. It's sometimes kind of like choppy. Another thing I don't really like, nightmare mode was a nightmare. Literally trying to level him up, I was being very stubborn and just wouldn't switch off of it. So I suffered. And I think honestly that's pretty much the only things I don't like about him. I pretty much like everything else about it. Now a lot of people will argue that the TNT boxes are kind of annoying, like they don't like how random it is to get the other abilities to proc, or to get his life, like to get a life back. But I like it because I feel like it involves you more in playing the game. Like it makes it more fast paced. Like it entices you it makes you use more buttons. than just 2 buttons. I feel like most characters, like really good characters, they have like one really, really good move, and that one good move is just everything. And you know, most of the time all you need is 1 button. Crash, his playstyle kind of just makes you press more buttons, and it feels like a fighting game. I just feel kind of destructive. I also like his lives. I also like he can come back to life. It's very dope. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not like the best at remembering this stuff, but the only person I can remember right now that comes straight to mind of somebody who can come back to life is Night Shift. Other than that, I'm not sure. I think there's like one more maybe, but I could be wrong. I guess let me know if I'm wrong. Crates are really fun. I like throwing the crates out and spinning, and that kind of adds to a combo, you know, and just does some pretty nice damage. I like kicking. I like his sliding attack. His sliding attack's really good. It's not very fast. Like, it's not like mobile. Like, it doesn't make you get around faster, but it does keep people off you a decent amount. And you can hold B and do a backflip, get off the ground for a little bit, and you can go straight back into a nosedive kick slide, back into a slide, back into a up. And it kind of just feels like I'm comboing, and I really do appreciate that about Crash. So he's really fun in that aspect. It's pretty cool because you can do the dash, backflip to a spin, or you can do the dash, or you can do a dash, backflip to a body slam or face plant. Or you can throw a TNT box slide into a up kick, into a down kick, into a slide, to a up kick, to a spin. However you want to mix it up, and it's just fun because of that. Bottom line, I think Crash is a decent character. I actually like him a lot. I feel like I keep hearing that people didn't like him at all, and I don't think he deserved the hate that he's getting. I definitely think he's definitely like middle of the road. Especially I put Grave Clobber at like a 7, and I just feel like Grave Clobber is pretty good. Like, he's really good. So in that standpoint, especially out of the brawlers, I do think Grave Clobber is a little bit better. But I think he's definitely like middle of the road plus. I think he's middle of the road plus. He's mid plus, I would say, because he's definitely not bad. But yeah, pretty much that was my thoughts on Crash. Let me know in the comment section what you guys want to see next, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching, and Portal Masters for life, y'all. See you in the next one.